Hello, beautiful. Spirit has a message for you today. You are so incredibly special. You are so incredibly valuable to the collective, to this time space reality. You are so loved by the universe, your ancestors, the angel guides, the unseen tribes of our universe. And you still question your value. You still question your worth. You still put your value and your worth into question with the decisions you make, with what you put up with how you treat yourself. And you don't need to do that anymore. Okay? You don't need to do that anymore. This message is for you, beautiful soul. Now, if you're not interested in tarot, you can see the cards, right? I don't need to know. You can just move along. If you feel called to this message, take a nice deep breath, beautiful soul, and feel the love. Because there are so many invisible cords connecting to you right now to support you in your health, mentally, emotionally, to support you wherever you find yourself right now. Seven of Swords. Self-betrayal. It's exactly what I've been talking about. How you put your worth into question with what you put up with what you entertain, with the conversations you entertain, the arguments you try to have, how many ways you try to convince others. You don't need to do that anymore. The relationships you entertain, how you're trying to convince people to love you, to treat you better. You're so busy focusing on how painful it is to be betrayed by people you love and you care for and you've done so much for, that you're forgetting that you're betraying yourself by putting up with it, by entertaining it. You keep looking back. You're so afraid of you're so afraid of letting certain things go. You're so afraid that you'll make a mistake. Maybe if I just give it a little more time, it'll turn into something beautiful. And you know what's really happening, beautiful soul, is you're still that little boy, that little girl that is hoping that daddy is going to come home and choose you. That mom is going to choose you. That they're not going to choose their addiction or their lover or their or whatever. That they're going to choose you. That they're going to prioritize your well-being, your happiness. And you're living it out as an adult in your relationships. Because you are still not choosing you. You are now waiting for you to choose you. Okay, you're dealing with someone that you cannot trust, that has betrayed you in so many different ways. If this message resonates, beloved, it resonates, and if it doesn't, it just doesn't. Don't force it to fit. But betrayal is not always about another person. Sometimes it's about where you are on their list. How important your well-being is to them, how important your happiness is to them. There's someone that is so tethered to their past in a very egoic way that they bleed all over you about things that you had nothing to do with, about things that they should have healed from and released. The Chariot could be a Gemini, doesn't have to be, but the Chariot is the Gemini card. It's the two sides, it's the yin and the yang, and this is a message about alignment. The reason why you have felt stuck and the reason why you have felt stagnant is not because that's what you deserve. There is a beautiful life awaiting you because you deserve so much more. But the lack of progress has been because of a lack of alignment. You've got to come into alignment with what you deserve. You cannot say, well, I know I deserve better, so will you give it to me? But you're still entertaining situations and making choices where you don't give yourself the better that you believe you deserve. So you're sort of pulling in two different directions with these two opposing horses. They're not horses in here. What would we call them? It's like the Egyptian statue. Is that an Egyptian god? Let me know in the comment section. Take a look at that. I've never they're depicted in a slightly different way in every deck. I've never really zoomed into them in this way here. There is a connection, a symbolic connection, a symbolism there that is relevant to you. Mind and heart coherence. Let your actions match your words. Let your beliefs, let your concepts about yourself match your beliefs about the world. It's time for a tower moment. This is going to collapse, it's going to fall apart, and it's going to be uncomfortable, but know, beautiful soul, that it is in your best interest. A judgment call is being made with this situation, this habit that you have, this relationship that you have with yourself, where you are finding yourself in chronic anxiety and panic and dread because you're so tethered to the past, and you're betraying your present. You're betraying your future. You're betraying the new version of you. You see how many ways this can manifest. Well, the tower moment comes in as an ego construct. So the symptoms you're experiencing right now, physical symptoms, and this is why they've showed me those cords tethered to you. The physical symptoms are that you are going through ego death. And whatever 3D symptoms there are, 3D experiences there are, where maybe things have collapsed around certain relationships, that's also symbolic of the ego death. Of this empower built on lies and fear and desperation needs to collapse. Yeah, painful end, 10 of Swords. Okay, so it's time for you to move forward, move beyond this. It could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be a habit, it could be a self-concept, it could be your fear. You're attached to something with a false sense of safety and security, but it's not serving you, and it's being revealed. It's coming to light. And this relationship collapses, and yes, it's going to be painful for you, but it sets you free. You are being set free. Look at this star at the bottom of the deck. To heal, to give space to your wish fulfillment. Self-betrayal begets betrayal, beloved. And you don't have to live there anymore. You deserve so much more. You've got the star coming in, healing, and from that comes recognition, and from that comes success, well-being, abundance, joy. All right, let's get you some guidance from the angels of light. What is it that this collective can do to support themselves through this process? To be receptive of the support that they're receiving from their guides, from the universe, from the angel guides. Thank you. What is the message? Discernment, beautiful soul. Make discernment your dominant intent. Learn how to listen to and trust your guidance system. Okay, discernment means sensing what feels right or wrong, trusting your judgment and acting upon it. Your angel guidance is to look at the people and situations in your life now and respond to your gut feeling. Learn to develop your intuition and ask the angels to help you to discern the good from the bad. Developing your intuition is a process. There is some decentering of programming and systems and religious beliefs, especially because they root you in fear. And then there is reconnecting to source and all of creation and trusting in spirit. It is also working through a lot of the false beliefs. So get yourself a teacher. And if that's work you want to do with me, if you feel called to, you're welcome to contact me. My details are in the description box. There's either the description box below or my bio. So learn to develop your intuition. That's the most important thing. Ask the angels to help you to discern the good from the bad. And I want to rephrase that: what serves from what does not serve. All right. They will prompt and they will guide you. Love and light, beautiful soul. See you next time.